Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In the previous session, I have explained about the confusion matrix and asked to solve one problem. So we will work on that problem. So here I asked to create a confusion matrix with this model. This model says that line separates the positive reason with the negative reason. And this blue point is a positive point and red point is the negative point. In order to calculate this true positive, so here you see this is a blue point, which is a positive point, okay, is placed in the positive region. And its count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6 here. Okay. This blue point, the positive point, is placed in the negative region. So this is the false negative case. So its count is 1 and so it is 1 here. Okay. This 2 point, this negative point is placed in the positive region. So this is the first positive case and its count is 2. This red negative point is placed in the negative region and its count is 5. So this is a true negative case. Okay. Now we will look at the matrix that will help to find out how good the model is. Okay. That is accuracy. So here we have taken an example of diagnosing an illness. So here we will find the accuracy. So accuracy means out of all patients, how many did the model classify correctly? So it is the ratio between the number of correctly classified point and the total number of points. So we can say here that number of correctly classified is this 9,000. Sum of this true positive and true negative. Okay, this two are the correctly classified one. Okay, and total number of the points are, that is total number of patients here is 10,000. So here we calculated the accuracy and we got the accuracy of 90%. So accuracy we can calculate in a program also by using the sklearn module, and this is the accuracy function. We are imported from this sklearn module, and we are calling this function with the two parameter, that is y2 and yPredict. We will learn more in detail when we are doing in the program. Okay, now let's take another example to calculate the accuracy. In this model we have to find the correctly classified points. So this blue point, which is in the positive region, is correctly classified, and this red point, which is in the negative region, is also correctly classified. So total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and for red is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sum up to 11. Okay, and total number of point is 14. If you calculate all this point is 14. So now accuracy is coming to 78.57%. Okay. Now always accuracy cannot be the best matrix to use. So for that, to understand more about it, look at the example, credit card fraud example. So here we have to detect the credit card fraud case. So here we have lot of data in the form of credit card transaction, and some of them are good and some of them are fraud. Okay, now let's look at the number. So there are 4 lakh good transaction and 400 fraudulent transaction. So let's try with a model that has a great accuracy. Think about a model which gives a 99% of accuracy. Okay, so here is a model which has over 99% of accuracy. So the model says that all transactions are good. So what is the accuracy of this model? That is, how many times are we correct? We are correct 4 lakh times out of 4 lakh 400 times. So that gives accuracy of 99.90%. Now look at the, so this model gives a good accuracy, high accuracy, but actually it is not a good one, as this model is not catching any bad one. The point of the model is to catch a fraudulent transaction. Okay, we will think about the another model that will catch the bad transaction. Okay, so we get that model that says all the transactions are fraudulent. Okay, and we are catching all the fraudulent transaction. So what do you think, this is a good model or not? Well, it is not a good model, as it is taking the good transaction also as a fraudulent one. So it is not good to just look at the accuracy and evaluate our model. So we will see the different metrics that will catch more easily this bad transaction also. Okay, for this we will learn the more matrices that will evaluate the model. Let's take a medical model to see the different matrix, how we can find out the how good the model is. So this is a medical model which where we have created the confusion matrix with the 4 parameter: true positive, true negative, false negative, and false positive. So now let's forget about the correct one, and we'll think about only the incorrect one. Okay, we'll just focus on this two incorrect one. Okay, so what do you think? Which one is worse? This false positive is worse or false negative is worse? In other words, you can say like which one is worse? To diagnose a healthy person as a sick or sick patient as a healthy person. Okay. So the answer is it is more dangerous to diagnose a sick patient as a healthy patient and sending back home without treatment than diagnosing a healthy patient as a sick. That means false negative is much worse than a false positive. So the rule of the model is to find all the sick people, and it is okay if by mistake some healthy person is considered as a sick by this model, because healthy person will go for the further examination and will send home later as if he is healthy. But I need that to find out all the sick people. Okay. So now let's take another example of the spam email model. Okay, and we will just focus on the incorrect one. This is the incorrect one. Okay, so now tell me which one is worse, whether the false positive or false negative here. So in other words, which one is worse by mistake sending the important mail or a good mail to the spam folder, or spam email sent to the inbox folder. Okay, so the answer will be like this false negative means by mistake spam email is sent to the inbox folder. In that case, you can delete that spam email. But if the good email or the important email is sent to the spam folder, that could be worse, as you could miss that email. So here false positive is worse than the false negative. Okay, the rule of this model is that if I say the email is spam, then that should actually be spam. Okay, so here we saw the two model, medical model and spam detector model, which is fundamentally different. Medical model is okay with the false positive, but not okay with the false negative. And email model is okay with the false negative, but not okay with the false positive. So for this, we will learn two metrics, that is precision and recall. This will measure the exact thing what we want. Like a medical model should have a high recall model. Okay, an email model should have the high precision model. Okay, so we will learn more about this recall and precision in next video. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this video.